ugly if I want to see. He's away.
Welcome back to our terrifying journey through Resident Evil Village. If you missed the pulse-pounding first part, don't worry, I've got you covered. Click the box if you want to watch part 1. If you enjoy getting goosebumps as much as I do, make sure to drop a like and hit that subscribe button for more hair-raising tales. Today we're diving deeper into the mysteries that shroud Lady Dimitrescu's castle. Dark secrets, perilous encounters, and unexpected twists await us. As we unravel the perplexity that surrounds Ethan Winters, prepare for a roller coaster of fear and suspense. As Ethan regained consciousness, he found himself thrust into a captivating discussion amongst mysterious characters, whose identities remained a mystery. The stakes were high, and the outcome of this intriguing debate would determine the fate of Ethan. In an unexpected turn, Heisenberg, a peculiar individual who had initially captured Ethan, emerged victorious. Under the disconcerting eye of their leader, Mother Miranda, the decision set the stage for Heisenberg to enact his own plans on Ethan, unfolding a series of unpredictable events in this mysterious realm. With little time to process the situation, Heisenberg wasted no time in launching his very own version of the Running Man. Ethan was thrusted into a nightmarish pursuit, navigating through narrow caverns while being relentlessly chased by an army of lichens. Sprinting through claustrophobic corridors, skillfully evading lichens emerging from every angle. Venturing deeper into the caverns, the peril escalates as a spiked ceiling starts crashing down. Narrowly escaping, Ethan descends into the next room, where dire circumstances await. Spinning blades start closing in, leaving him with no escape. In a stroke of luck, a small alcove provided refuge as the blades approached. Ethan survived as the spikes cut his chains, freeing him. The mysterious characters above, presuming his demise, left the place deserted. Emerging from the caverns, Ethan encounters an unusual companion. The Duke, this jolly obese resident merchant with an emporium fortified with garlic, displayed an omnipresent and omniscient nature. Serving as a guide, the Duke shared knowledge of the village and its history, providing valuable information integral to Ethan's journey. Leaving the Duke behind, Ethan entered the foreboding castle. The atmosphere shifted as he stepped into the modest hall, adorned with a painting featuring 3 women, the daughters of Lady Dimitrescu. Driven by the quest to locate Rose, Ethan commenced his exploration of the vast and mysterious castle. Entranced by the grandeur, Ethan ventured into the Hall of 4. In this imposing space, 4 faceless angel statues stood as silent as sentinels. Their features hauntingly incomplete, the mission becomes clear. Secure a distinct mask for each statue to unlock the path to freedom. Strewn throughout the castle were 4 angel masks. Scattered like perplexing keys, Ethan reached a door, adorned with cryptic inscriptions, before he could comprehend the mysteries that lay beyond. The daughters of Lady Dimitrescu made their presence felt, a painful introduction proceeding by escorting him to their mother. Once in her ominous presence, hooks were ruthlessly inserted into Ethan's hands, and he was strung up, left hanging as Lady Dimitrescu and her daughters exited the room. Seizing a fleeting opportunity, Ethan summoned his strength, freeing himself from the oppressive hooks. His escape led him into the depths of the castle basement. In this shadowy realm, he confronted a new adversary, bloodless ghouls known as the Morioka. Although slower than lichens, these foes wield deadly weapons and present a formidable challenge. As Ethan navigates through the basement, facing relentless Moriokas, he encounters one of Lady D's first daughters, Bella. An intense chase ensued, concluding in Ethan being launched into the next room, where the vulnerability of the daughter would soon be unveiled. The scuffle saw Ethan using his firearm, rendering Bella temporarily invulnerable until a lucky shot shattered a nearby window. The exposure to the cold courtyard air forced Bella into hibernation, rendering her vulnerable to Ethan's physical attacks. Having triumphed over the first daughter, Ethan continued his exploration of the castle. The enraged encounter with Lady D, resulting from Ethan's actions, saw him slammed into the floor, tumbling into the foreboding dungeons below. Surviving the ordeal, Ethan is then hunted by Lady Dimitrescu. After narrowly surviving this ordeal, he then stumbled upon the first of the angel masks, the Mask of Sorrow. Transversing through the castle, Ethan is confronted by Daniela. Entering the library, devoid of windows but featuring a substantial retractable roof, Ethan faced a unique challenge. The room could be flooded with cold air by activating a lever, creating an environment crucial for defeating Daniela. In a relentless pursuit, Ethan had to keep running and manipulating the lever to maintain the cold temperature necessary to vanquish the sister. Having triumphed over Daniela, Ethan pressed forward, finding himself in the armory-clad confines of the castle armory. Here, the final daughter, Cassandra, launched an attack. Spotting a pipe bomb, Ethan seized the opportunity, tossing the explosive device at a vulnerable wall, causing a rush of cold air to flood the room, rendering Cassandra susceptible to defeat. With the last daughter vanquished, Ethan pressed on his quest to acquire the remaining masks needed to unlock the castle's secrets. Mask of Joy awaited before the atelier room, just after the library. The Mask of Rage could be found on the rooftop after navigating a zipline. The Mask of Pleasure, the final one to be acquired, lay in the Hall of Pleasure, enticing Ethan to continue his perilous journey. Upon opening the door, Ethan ascended the stairs to the Tower of Worship, a place that held a pivotal discovery for him. In this sacred place, he discovered the Dagger of Death's Flowers, a legendary and ornate weapon forged during the medieval period of Europe. The lore surrounding the dagger spoke of its storied history, claiming it to be saturated with countless toxins gathered from across the Eurasian continent. Believed to possess a concentrated blend of poisons, the dagger was said to have the capability to vanquish even the most terrifying creatures, and was told it struck fear into the heart of monsters. As Ethan seized the Dagger of Death's Flowers, a jaw-dropping turn of events unfolded. Lady Dimitrescu swiftly seized him, delivering a stabbing blow. In a surprising twist, Ethan retaliated by plunging the dagger into Lady Dimitrescu, triggering a startling transformation, revealing her true form. Intense combat escalates as Ethan skillfully ascends a tower, setting the stage for a dramatic face-off with Lady Dimitrescu. In a moment of epic proportion, Ethan inflicted wounds upon her. The climax saw the floor beneath Lady Dimitrescu crumbling, leading to a seemingly fatal descent for both of them. Yet, against the odds, Ethan miraculously survived, while Lady Dimitrescu succumbed to the injuries inflicted during the intense confrontation. Amidst his journey, Ethan stumbled upon what appeared to be a grimy flask of water, its contents unknown. Venturing through a mysterious cave, he encounters a door, leading him to the mysterious old hag. This mysterious figure, in a gesture laden with significance, left an item in a chest and indicated towards an unknown mural on the wall, encircled by a pedestal decorated with a familiar symbol. Navigating through these cryptic encounters, Ethan eventually reunited with Duke at the village's altar. In a startling revelation, the Duke disclosed that the glass flask in his possession contained the head of Rosemary. Shocked and angered, Ethan lashed out at the revelation, However, the Duke reassured him that Rosemary's essence remained intact and could be saved from her perilous state. The unfolding mysteries hinted at a deeper and more complex journey ahead for Ethan. In a crucial moment of revelation, the Duke unfolded the intricacies of the four lords to Ethan. Lady Dimitrescu, the first lord whom Ethan had already encountered, and the second, Donna Beneviento, residing deep in a mist-shrouded valley within an estate perilously close to the cliff's edge. The third is Moreau, a twisted being of flesh, dwelling in a reservoir beyond the windmills. And the fourth is Heisenberg, the most formidable and dangerous of the lords, residing in a factory on the village outskirts. The Duke concluded with a cryptic warning about the project, suggesting that certain realms of human imagination should remain untouched and unexplored. The intricate web of challenges and mysteries continued to unfold for Ethan in his perilous journey.